Well, I've been on a mission to try to unite the local music scene, and I've been trying to do it by way of pictures, bringing it together, that type of thing. A few people have told me, what I mean, even before I really started doing it, that it'll just never happen. Referencing like the deeply rooted gang, violence and stuff between Altadena and Pasadena, right?
Yeah.
And so that really kind of catapulted me. But from your perspective, what do you think is possible? Do you think it's possible, or do you have an idea of what it could be? Just as a collective scene.
It's a touchy subject.
Yeah, it really is, man. I just feel like, look, we can get it over with. You know what I mean?
I mean, musically, I think that's deep down inside. That's the dream of every artist from Pasadena.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To unite the city and do all of
Right.
that. When it comes to the Altadena Pasadena situation, I was one of the first. Like my studio that I had cats from Altadena recording and cats from Pasadena. So it was kind of like, felt like Death Row a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You were straight. You know what I mean? Neutral.
It was like at my crib it was known. None of that's gonna go down over here. We're not doing that here. It's strictly music.
Right.
So I have relationships with cats up in Altadena, some of the folk, a lot of the folk down here in Pasadena, and I've seen relationships develop past that between the two sides.
Right.
But when it comes to this gang shit out here, everybody, that a lot of these cats is gang banging. I talk to because I try to do a lot of community work.
Yeah.
I try to talk to them, on let's establish some type of peace initiative so that it can be safe around here. You guys, the young. I had one of my homeboys who's a known Crip from Altadena. I won't say his name though. He hit me one day, and he was like, "Yo, Pac, man." He was like, "The Black History Parade is coming up," and he was like, "I just realized, man, I'm a black man with a black son, and I can't even take my son to a black event about black history in the city I grew up in because of choices I made years ago when it comes to these streets." And he was like, man, he reached out to me and asked me if I could, talk to some of the, the people out down here in Pasadena that have a say-so and stuff to see if they would be willing to kind of like on that day, it's all good, they can come down, enjoy the festival and all that stuff. And, and for that day they go home, no issues or nothing. Kids can come down and play, everybody's safe. So, it hit me. I was like, yo, that's a dope idea. You know what I'm saying? That'll be so big if we can get that to happen.
Yeah.
And I was so optimistic. Went down to Jackie Robinson, seen some of the cats down there.
They wasn't going for it.
Pulled them to the side. Just had a real conversation with them about that. Man, they looked at me and said, "It ain't gonna never happen, Pac."
What?
They was like, "Fuck them niggas. It ain't gonna never happen. Too much, bad blood, and blood done spilled too many issues and stuff like that." And I'm just sitting there like, and one of the things I got from them, the way they were kind of explaining to me, they were like, our little homies ain't going for that at all. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, the homies ain't gonna go for that. They wild right now, and people are scared to be pioneers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
And I'm not discounting what the sacrifice would be for them to do that, because one of the things that I'm seeing with gangs is they'll take you trying to be different and trying to be better for the community as a threat and disrespecting them.
Exactly.
So they might be on some peace shit. Like I got one of the artists out here, my homie, was getting a lot of flack just because he was doing songs with, some of the cats from Altadena. And he's a known blood from out here. But he's grown. He grew past that. And it's like, but he was getting real flack, from the hood too. And I'm just like, you know what? We talk this black power shit.
Right. We do a whole nother thing.
And it's a lot of coward shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just wish people would stand up and be individuals, but I wish that we supported those type of people.
Right.
Because it's our kids we gotta look out for. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
And a lot of the shit that I don't understand, it's like I can't be mad at cats from Altadena because some of them I played Little League baseball with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that with a lot of people. Like this man as a kid slept in your mama house, and just because he grew up on a certain street in a certain area, y'all can't
Right.
rock with each other because of that?
I mean, I don't understand that either. I mean, I understand, but I don't understand.
Yeah, I understand, and I don't understand at the same time. It's just I just want better for our people.